Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right. Will you join me and please rise for the presentation of colors by our Seattle Police Honor Guard.
Honor Guard, attention, forward, march. Left, base. Honor Guard, uniform personnel, present arms. Order, arms. Post, colors. Ready? Seat. Dress. Cut. Honor Guard, left, base. Forward, march.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Well, I'm pretty excited for this momentous day. I have a script that I'm going to follow, and I have a bet that I have to pay $1 every time I go off script. Let's see if I could keep it under $10. I think I'm already started with $1 just by saying that. So again, thank you for joining us on this momentous day. Sorry, Chief. I get a little. Right. When I'm happy, I get giddy. I'm sorry.
It's only been 125 weeks.
Okay. We have a few notables in our attendance. I just want to recognize them. Please do not applaud because they may go to their heads. Council President Deborah Juarez, Councilmember Sarah Nelson, City Attorney Ann Davison, OPA Director Gino Betts, OIG Director Lisa Judge, Fire Chief Harold Scoggins, CSCC Director Chris Lombard, and members of our Mayor's leadership team are here celebrating this momentous occasion. Now let's applause. Thank you very much. The people of Seattle have clear expectations for our Seattle Police Department. That is clear. Continuous attention is given to improving public safety. This, we know, is one of our highest priorities. They want to see sustained and meaningful community engagement and a commitment to accountability. They deserve a police chief who will wake up every day to make those expectations a reality. I believe we have that in Chief Adrian Diaz, unequivocally. Chief Diaz has served our city as a dedicated member of the Seattle Police Department since 1997. He's learned this department's operations inside and out as he worked his way up the ranks as an officer, a lieutenant, a sergeant, an assistant chief, a deputy chief, an interim chief, and now as our chief. He's worked on patrol, the mountain bike unit, the anti-crime team. So that's $2. He worked on the anti-crime team, the collaborative, the collaborative policing bureau, and the investigation bureau. I got $2 so far. Through his service, he's built relationships externally and internally with community and within our city departments, and that becomes critically important in the work that we need to do. He has firsthand experience with our systems and knows what we need to do to move the departments to the next level. Despite all of that experience, he continues to solicit input receive feedback, and consider the wisdom of those he leads, the very definition of a servant leader. Many of you are here today, and not only does the chief rely on you, I do as well as members of my senior team. At his core, Chief Diaz does this work because he cares about protecting and serving our neighborhoods, and he is dedicated to bridging divides through relationship building. The chief and I openly talk about how do we develop bridges, how do we establish trust. I talk to rank and file about that. I talk to everyone, city departments, how do we reestablish trust, often in a city that has lost trust in what we do as public servants. Recruitment experts have advised me that this chief would be a top competitor to lead any police department in the nation. Next week, I'll see literally hundreds of mayors throughout this country. And I know, having talked to them about what they're looking for, that this chief could fit into any of those shoes. Now, I didn't make this nomination lightly. We undertook a robust national search, and I heard the perspectives of residents, public safety advocates, accountability partners, key stakeholders. Quite frankly, I said, we have to kick the tires. We have to know who else is out there. But I think it says something when we hire from within as well. It was clear that Chief Diaz was the right choice to respond to the concerns about crime and safety and to drive the effective response that will have a real impact for all Seattleites. I'd like to take this moment to express my profound gratitude for the search committee members who offered their time and valuable insight. Now, many members of the search committee are here with us today, and there might be one, two, there might be all of them. I do not know. We didn't script that part, but I'm going to ask all of them, including Council President Deborah Royers, to stand at this moment so we can give you a round of applause, please. Thank you very much, and the check is in the mail. $3. It wasn't in there. So I had the good fortune to work with Chief Diaz when I became a mayor a year ago. And I've learned, quite candidly, that he brings authenticity, humility, integrity, and dedication to the community. We have a lot of challenges ahead in front of us. This is not a victory lap, and you've heard me use that expression before. But with Chief Diaz at the helm, these challenges, they pale in comparison to the opportunities. We're working to re-envision our approach to public safety, assessing how we do more with less, and always work to earn and maintain the trust from our communities. Chief Diaz will continue to be an instrumental partner as we move to the next phase of reform, enhance officer recruitment efforts, ensure accountability, and drive innovative efforts to develop diversified emergency responses. I could not have more confidence in Chief Diaz to lead, again, with distinction and integrity. I'm honored to stand beside him as he ascends to this permanent job. In closing, we all realized when we signed up for public service that, number one, you have to have a little thick skin, that there's not a lot of, hey, you did just great today. That more times than not, we hear from people when they are fearful and they are angry. But we do it anyway, because at some point we realized we were called to do this kind of work. And leadership is not, oh, you're going to pound your fist and tell everyone what to do. Leadership is one based on inspiration. And what I've learned about this chief is he knows how to tap into that special inside ingredient to pull out the best in people. And that's why I chose you. And I know that you love your family, you love community, and you love this city. And for that, I'm absolutely honored that you will be our chief of police. Thank you. Thank you very much, Chief. I just have to go off script. I'm in $4 now. I had said, is that Walter Jones in the back? And I said, man, do they got a chair big enough for that dude? So sorry, Walter. He's an inspiration to many of us, and we love hearing you. And And thank you for supporting the chief, who I know you're personal friends with. Thank you for supporting this city and continuing to stay here. We look up to you and we admire everything you do for our community. Thank you, Walter Jones. And I always say a joke about you because you're a big guy. With that, I'd like to move to the moment we've all been waiting for, the oath of office to be administered by our interim city clerk, Elizabeth Atkinson. The chief badge will be affixed by the chief's oldest son, Alex.
I, Adrian Diaz, swear
that I possess
all of the qualifications
prescribed in the Seattle City Charter
prescribed in the Seattle City Charter
and the Seattle Municipal Code
for the position of
the Chief of Police,
Chief of Police,
that I will support
the
Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Washington,
the Constitution of the State of Washington,
and the Charter and ordinances
and the Charter and ordinances
of the City of Seattle,
of the City of Seattle,
and that I will faithfully conduct myself
and that I will faithfully conduct myself
as Chief of Police
as Chief of Police
of the Seattle Police Department.
of Seattle Police of the Seattle Police.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, no, it's just the chief. Okay. Oops,
I'm left-handed, so. I'm gonna move you just a little bit.
Lefty.
There's not many lefties around, but that is what happens.
Next, we'll hear from the chief. A few thoughts from our chief. Oh, we're going to do the badge first.
It took him like 10 times in the practice room, so. You know, as I mentioned at the very beginning, I think it was, I said 125 weeks, and who's counting? What an honor and privilege to be standing before you as the Chief of Police for the Seattle Police Department. I want to say thank you to everyone at SPD for their support the past 29 months. This has been one of the most challenging times in our department's history. And I want to thank Mayor Bruce Harrell for selecting me to lead this department. And I want to thank you for your leadership as well. In our first year, we have focused on the most challenging areas facing the city. And that begins with violent crime. While there's still a lot of work to be done, violent crime has been on the decline. I also want to thank the City Council for confirming me. I look forward to addressing the public safety issues before us. We might not always agree, but we will challenge each other to do what is best for this city. And there is one thing you should know about me: I love a good challenge. And the way I take them on is simple. It's on the face of my challenge coin. 4 virtues that should never be replaced, and that is wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. And they're the heart of every action I take. Since the summer of 2020, we've invested in officer wellness. We've recovered more guns in nearly 20 years and reduced officer complaints by 50%. We've hit the reset button on the consent decree. We've decreased use of force by 50% since 2015. We revamped our crowd management response, including adding public outreach engagement teams. And we're also identifying alternative responses to policing. I've dedicated my 26 years career at SPD to building relationships, bridging divides, ensuring equity, and humanizing officers with many of you in this room. And that will continue as a chief. And through initiatives like SPD Before the Badge and Equity, Accountability, and Quality, also known as EAQ. These two initiatives are the first of their kind in the nation. That's the kind of department we're building. As we recruit new officers to join our ranks, I challenge them to rise to the occasion. I also want to thank my family for their support over the past 2.5 years. The many nights being away, I thank you for your love and patience. As we work towards Mayor Harrell's goal of One Seattle, I challenge every one of you to consider the 4 virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. We are going to get to the heart of public safety, and we are going to get to the root of crime, and we will make the city safe. Because as your chief, I am up for the challenge. Thank you.
That will conclude the formal part. We invite you to socialize and see friends you might not have seen for a while. And I'll close by saying that, you know, this week I issued a proclamation on Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. And it was long overdue because we appreciate your leadership. We appreciate the rank and file. We appreciate those committed to keeping our city safe. And with that, I think we're going to answer a few questions in another room. So socialize, congratulate the chief and his family. It's a great day. Thank you very much. One Seattle.